All right, Lonnie, as we discussed earlier, Jay Leno returned to the Tonight Show last night, and one longtime Leno critic has some thoughts he would love to share. So, joining us from his studio at Sirius XM Radio is the king of all media, Howard Stern. Howard, how you doing? Oh, this is good. I can't hear you, man. Hang on. Let's try one more time. We could hear you when you were talking to Steve Cohen before, but we can't hear Howard Stern. Let me try now. Howard, how are you?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Very good.
Oh, good. Okay.
All right,
you know, Harry, first of all, you can see me. I can't see you. I'm actually looking at a painting of you that is on my screen, so that's what I see. And Harry, listen, I got to tell you something. You've never looked better.
Thank you very much.
But I wanted to say, Harry, I don't do a lot of television interviews. I'm very much a man of mystery. But when your people called me up and said, you want me to comment on late night television,
right.
Man, did you get my juices flowing. Just the mere mention of Jay Leno's name makes me want to vomit. I don't like this guy. I don't disguise it. And probably what irritates me the most is people in show business are afraid to say how much they dislike Jay Leno, but I am not.
And why what is it? Does it go back years ago? I mean, what is it? It seems very deep-seated in you.
Well, first of all, let's look at the history of Jay Leno. Jay Leno pushed Johnny Carson out of The Tonight Show. That was number one. And he did it in a merciless way. And then Dave Letterman, who wanted the job. Okay, he didn't get the job. Fair enough. But look at the integrity of a David Letterman. David Letterman was rejected by NBC. He was told he was being passed over for the job. Did he sit there like a dog and take that from NBC? No, he did what any man would do. He got up and he moved over to CBS and took over the show.
Right.
Now, Jay Leno, on the other hand, seems to be the kind of showbiz animal that will not let go. Here is a guy who worked on The Tonight Show for 17 years. He was number one in his time slot.
Right.
He gets fired by NBC. They put on Conan O'Brien. What would you do as a man? Wouldn't you go to another network?
If you don't make partner, you're supposed to leave and go to another firm.
No, Jay is a lapdog. He goes on at 10 o'clock at night. He bombs there.
No, but
and after he bombs... Wait a second, Harry. You asked me a question I'm going to tell you, because I'm all worked up.
I can tell that. I can tell that. Your heart's beating.
I'm really fired. I'm out of the box. You mentioned Jay Leno. It's like, slowly I turned. No, but seriously, Jay Leno then loses the 10 o'clock slot, and they say to him, they say to Jay, would you go back on at 11:30, and we'll put Conan on at 12. And Jay goes, yeah, well, I guess I'd do that, only if Conan's okay with it. So, was Conan okay with it? No. He said, no, I'm not okay with that. I don't want to leave at 11:30. And what does Jay do? Jay takes the job.
But in the end of the day, this all comes down to money. It all is about the dough, and Jay has been spectacularly successful at 11:30, and NBC wakes up and says, we need that money back. The only way we can get it back is to put him back there.
Yeah, but, Jay doesn't need the money. That's, if this is all about money, Jay is a multi-millionaire many times over.
Yeah.
Just in terms of integrity, once you make that kind of money. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. I've worked for many people and been fired by them. I was fired by NBC many years ago. You know what I did? I didn't sit there like a lapdog and take it. I got up, I brushed myself off, and I went on terrestrial radio on a competing station, and I buried NBC into the ground. That's what you do. Jay should have dusted himself off, gone to another network. He certainly had the money and the offers.
Right.
And he should have gone and beaten Conan and beaten Dave and beaten Jimmy Kimmel, all these guys.
Is it true that you made this prediction? You told Conan that this is exactly what was going to happen?
I went on Conan O'Brien's show, and I turned to him and I said, you don't really think you're getting the Tonight Show. First of all, Jay completely sabotaged him. By going on at 10 o'clock, they gave Jay all the best guests.
Right.
They took away all of Conan O'Brien's excitement and thunder.
Right, and then there's also no lead-in between 10 and 11 because their audience is gone.
Absolutely. And Harry, the bottom line is this. Your name is Harry, right?
Used to be.
I'm just kidding. Harry, the bottom line is this. Jay is also a thief, and that's what gets my goat the most. I've always considered myself an original. I consider Dave an original, David Letterman. I think he's a pioneer. David Letterman once said in an interview, he started putting his mother on the air, and he said, I got that from Howard Stern. I admire that. What Jay does, Jay takes and lifts bits directly from my show, directly from Dave's show. Even this green car bit is a ripoff from a television show in England. They don't have an original thought on that show. Jay's signature bit, jaywalking, was lifted from my show. I've been doing this bit for years.
But still spectacularly successful. I have two very quick questions for you. Are you going to go back to free radio?
I don't miss free radio at all.
You don't miss free radio at all? And are you going to take Simon's place on Idol?
If they gave me $100 million to take Simon Cowell's place on Idol,
but that's chump change for you. $100 million. That's nothing.
For 4 months' work, Harry. Even you would take that. Even Julie Chen would take that, and she's married to Les Moonves. So listen, I would of course consider it.
Right.
But the job is listen. Wouldn't you judge a karaoke contest for $100 million? I would. You'd have to be nuts.
The answer is yes.
In this economy, I would do it. Yeah, sure.
Good to see you, man. I see you in the park all the time running with you.
I know you're an avid runner. Everybody talks about you.
Dude.
You're a bike.
Yeah, we were going the opposite
directions. You're a bike
directions.
guy.
All right, we got a bus.
I hate those bike guys. Oh, you gotta go.
I'm gonna run you off the road next time.
You have absolutely nothing to go to. You should stick with me the rest of the night. All right, Harry. Good luck
Two
with
more
that show.
superstars are here, Reba McEntire and Blake Shelton, to announce the nominees for this year's